Extrawheel trailer's going at last. I was just about to take off yesterday and I had to put this in because this was just vibrating like silliness. Anyway, it's all going now. Now I can start to fine tune the setup. I guess that's what this is about. Tune your strings and play your cards. The Nomad 30 lead dry bags, very waterproof. Had a bit of speed wobbles yesterday on the bike. I think I had a bit much load on the mid section or these panniers here, so I've put most of the weight now on the Extrawheel trailer to see if it can change today. It's a lot better than being on the freeway. Really don't like touring on the freeway. It's fast. Well, yesterday there's lots of debris on the side. They seem to sweep it just to the side, and that's where the cyclists are allowed to go. So it's not that great really. It's flat. Entering the town of Myrtleford. Well, my work is doing its job. My dynamo hub, the Sun 28. I've now got the work from Germany so I can charge USB devices. I started off this morning at about 50% my phone. It's now fully charged. So that's pretty good. The rail trail, just left Myrtleford, heading for Bright. Mt Buffalo had bushfires on the other side of that. The bushfires we've just had this year, 2020. Bit of shade with some paper barks. I love it when they have these cuttings like this and you're nice and close and it's shady. It's most enjoyable. Almost up to the town of Pulpunka. Slowly getting towards Bright. Not long ago this was super dry and we had the bushfires. Then we got heaps of rain now, well had, and it's all green. Pretty amazing how it changes so quickly. The Ovens River. Definitely getting closer to Bright now. Welcome to beautiful Bright. That is true. Now this is what I like. Perfect rail trail, nice and smooth and lots of shade. Let's go to Woolworths and get some food supplies. I got heaps, just need a little bit of broccoli really. Got too much. Anyway. Got a fair bit of climbing up this gap. I'm not aiming for the top. Sort of halfway up somewhere on the side. We'll do just fine. Oh, this will do for now. I know this track goes down to a creek, so down to German Creek track. Not much of a camp spot down there, but as far as I can be bothered. bike's going a lot better when I've loaded up the extra wheel trailer. It's definitely handling. It's when I have too much, I think, on the front or just on the back of this, but the extra wheel trailer seems to be ironing out those speed wobbles quite good. Let's find a campsite somewhere. Not under a big gum tree. Just there might be perfect. That looks pretty green. I'd say I'll camp here. Park the bike and go for a bit of a wander as I do. Click stand is still pretty good. Doesn't always work depending on where you are. As long as you secure the brakes. Oh, what's the name today? I don't know, I was getting warm. This almost rubbed straight through today. It was just going like putty. Yeah, it's right through now. Got warm under the heat of my hands and stuff. And maybe the, what's the name? The sunscreen or something maybe had a reaction with it or something, because it's just all of a sudden it's disintegrated today, like almost right through straight away. Anyway, okay, that really helps because now you can unload the bike. It's like that. It's only just like that. Anyway, go for a quick walk. See, I've really loaded up the back extra wheel trailer. Unlike the old version started to sway once you're over about 20 kilos, I found. This one's quite stable. So this one, obviously, I can load up to the 35 kilos and it should be okay. And then try and keep the rest of the bike to the minimum. I think that's the idea. I've come a fair way today. I've surprised myself. I did start at 8 o'clock in the morning. So, seems to be going okay. The only thing I've decided is, see, I've got these waters here on the cage. No good. It just, obviously it's too far back or something and too far out. It just creates the swaying of it. So I'm going to change this cage to directly under here, and the other one I'll put either over there. I think it's up there or somewhere to fit them up there. That makes more sense, I think. And just have nothing here, and then have this as light as possible to stop the swaying. And then, yeah, put as much as I can in the extra wheel trailer. I think that makes sense to me. Home sweet home. There's my little BioLite 2 stove cooker that also produces electricity. Get that going a little while. I've got way too much equipment because I was going fruit picking, and well, I was going fruit picking, but it hasn't worked out at the moment. And I've got my laptop and I've got all different power equipment and stuff like that. Like, you see how full that tent is. So it's kind of good. I was able to carry it on the trailer and the bike, and it's handled okay considering the amount of weight I've got on it. Towonga Gap. Yippee. 40 minutes from when I left the German Creek track. That's not too bad. There's Mt Bogong and a wedge-tail eagle. Howdy. No fishtailing, all the weight's on the extra wheel trailer. A little bit, but it's pretty good. Let's get aim towards Mount Feel on my disc brakes the weight of the bike. I'll be warming up. Had them smoking before, not on this bike, another bike. And then you speak human, watch, and their interest stops. See, as soon as you switch back to human voice, their interest is lost. Takes a bit of breath to it. Getting closer. Bit of climbing to go up to Mountain Creek. That's the click stand below me. If you've got a heavy bike and you're touring, the click stand from the USA is probably your best solution. This little click stand here goes on the frame there, and you secure your brakes with elastic band type things, and it holds pretty good as long as you're on a bit of firm. That's a rock down there. It wouldn't hold without a rock, and go straight through. Anyway, then it means you can set your camera up and do what you need to. And when you're carrying this much weight, it's hard to put the bike places often. Okay, one alteration I have done to my handlebar bag. I've attached these alloy poles underneath, put some screws in underneath, and now I attach it to the front pack rack with some ocky straps. And then I've just put a crisscross sort of thing like that, which has worked. And then I just put the two ocky straps over every side. It holds it good. It's a tiny little bit extra weight, but it's not much, minimal. And I like having a handlebar bag, so you can have your cameras and a few tools in the front, your oil, your sunscreen, everything you want to grab, your wallet and all that type of stuff, everything's, and it's waterproof. I just got bitten by a jumping jack. Lucky I didn't get bitten by more. Right in there, I just got bitten by a jumping jack. I'm sure it's going to swell up a bit. It's clearing a spot for my tent site. Bad choice. These little things here that jump, they are deadly. Well, not deadly, but they bite severely, and they can keep biting. And there's, look, see how they're all chasing after me? They're called jumping jacks, and they bite. Quite painful. I just had one biting me. I've had up to about 10 one stage, but one's bad enough. And he's jumping towards me, trying to bite me. They're bad. Tonight's meal: 2-minute noodles with broccoli, mushrooms, garlic, and a bit of red or purple onion. I think that's all in there. Quite a bit of veggies and stuff. That's what I've been carrying the whole time, like all these mushrooms and onions and yeah, lots and lots. All these pink lady apples, and I've already had 2 days or 3 days. The BioLite 2 wood stove that also produces up to 3 watts of energy when it's burning. It's got a battery also. When you turn it on, there's a battery showing you indication of the battery charge. Then there's a fan you can turn on. 1 blue fan for 1 speed, 2 speed, 3 speed, and 4 speed. And then it has a heat setting showing you how hot it's getting. As soon as it's got a bit of hot material, it seems to drop down to the bottom and then burn pretty good. Putting the fan on 1 should help to ignite it. Yes, you're not meant to burn it over the top like that, just to start to get it going. That's on 3 on the fan speed. So it smokes a little bit to start with sometimes, just a little bit. Obviously this water vapor in it has to. But then when it burns quite clean without much smoke once it's going, the first little bit. And that'll be enough. Oh, that looks yummy to me. Well, being a wood stove, you get coals and ashes. So to release this part, all you do is fold that down quite easily and that slides out. That's all it really is. It's got a fan that turns in there, and supposedly this heats up and does induction, thermal induction or something like that, which is what produces the power. That's where all your weight is. There's a battery inside that too. That's where you power your devices from that USB there. And if you want to, you can charge the battery if you run it flat using that from another USB. Beautiful yellow robin. Okay, there seems to be a bit of an obstacle, like a major tree down. This may take some negotiating. Oh well, sometimes you have to get off the bike. Straight that way and undo all the panniers. It might be the easiest than trying to... Let's have a look. Better take the extra wheel trailer off, because you're by itself. Okay. Ish. Presto, that's not too bad. Obstacle negotiated. Yellow crested black cockatoo. Beautiful. Don't want too many obstacles like that. That was quite good though, because the bike's not too heavy at the moment, and most of the weights in the extra wheel trailer. That was quite easy to negotiate, easier than previous times. Now that was a few creek crossings as I'm going up Mountain Creek. That would be why. That's a Copperhead. When they got their head up like that and they're not moving, I'll give him time. He's deadly. Might kill you. Beautiful. He's paused though, he's not moving. It's a bit of a bark issue here. Fair bit of bark across the track. This is where the fat bike does help. It distributes the load because of the wide tyres, and even riding over bark and stuff like this, especially when you've got a load. Creek crossing after creek crossing. In my lowest gear this time. Pick the path. No problem. Definitely hasn't been really any traffic on this road in a while. That big tree across. Obviously the track's been shut for some time. It's just going by the bark and the way it hasn't been crushed by vehicles. Nice little copperhead snake before. Most enjoyable. Got to keep my eyes out at the moment for tigers and anything else that's there. Tigers and browns, they're about the worst here. Just got to remember to get water at the last creek crossing when I go past, but I know, pretty sure I remember it. I've been up this track a few times. So try and hit the sticks in the middle so they don't flick up, which is not always that easy. You don't see them all. Another obstacle, tree down. Any easy way around it? All my weight is at the moment. It's pretty heavy at the moment. It's got to be around the 30 kilos, I think. Which is good because it's tracking stable. Put it over here for a moment and grab the bike. Still effort, don't get me wrong. It's over. In the past I probably would have had to do all my load just so I wouldn't have been able to lift the bike because all the weight's in this. Like things like that. And these secure just by clicking around like that. Bends a little bit. They're rubbing a little bit in places and it bends this way, but it's all okay at the moment. But I guess I'll discuss that later. Anyway, back on the bike and off we go. Beautiful mountain stream water. Steep, and then you come up to that. That's a big obstacle. Too bad. Howdy. Morning.
I'm just having a look at the map. Where are you heading?
Camp Creek Gap, just about there. My eyes become blind from salt and sunscreen. I get perspire a lot. I often become blind in the eyes from the salt or the sunscreen mixed with it. I usually perspire heaps. Right now my right eye's almost blind. Close the right eye. And I don't have stereo vision. It's hard. So right now my right eye's closed with salt and sunscreen. Pine National Park, Extrawheel Mate. That's the track to the right. And the other people would have come up. Down. Time to leave the bike. It's just before 2 p.m, 13:50. Better scoot up Mt Bogong. It's getting a little bit later, but that's okay. Leave the bike there. And then we'll start walking up Mt Bogong. Yeah, it's quite late. 2 o'clock to get up and down. You can do it. I'm not carrying much. I'm carrying a phone, GoPro, wallet, and that's about it. Can't find my hat. And my other hat's falling down when I put it over. I always walk with a hat. I'm gonna have to use the top of the Gore-Tex, I think. got the Gore-Tex on because I don't want to carry a backpack. It's the easiest way for me, so got the phone and stuff in the Gore-Tex in case there's a thunderstorm. There's a possibility of thunderstorms this afternoon up here, so just in case. I'm gonna get too hot if I was having the jacket on. It's pretty warm at the moment, humid and warm, and I'm going up quite steeply. That's over Kosciuszko direction. Heavy thunderstorms over there. They're meant to be here. Isolated thunderstorms. It's clear around this direction. But that's gathering. That's the staircase spur. Straight down there. Oh, that's the summit. A bit of a rest. Maybe to trudge on down. Spectacular backdrop, doesn't it? Nimbus clouds gathering. Got the mountain to myself. Nobody else up here. Okay, that's Escal Spur. Oh, there's a tree across. Already, I don't think they've cleared this road in a while. Open, I presume, from here, because this road gets used by vehicles of different types, forestry vehicles. Cool in the valleys or in those gullies. On a loop. Ooh, getting a little bit cooler. Now I'll go up here to the left a bit. Okay, it's spot. Drink lots of water, all that kind of stuff. That's a pretty tough day. This is Mountain Creek where I am now. See, all this was, I've just put the titanium rack, which I already had, that came with the bike. It's a little bit close in there, but it was just vibrating, like mega vibrations when I started. So that stopped it. It's good. It also means if I want to put something there, I can. Anyway, seems to be working pretty nicely, the trailer. It just had this come undone before. I'm not sure how. Well, I suppose vibrations maybe. One of the bolts in there. I just noticed my pack rack was sliding quite a bit. It's quite bumpy today, but not sure how exactly. But anyway, these things happen. It's good at the moment, the setup. Definitely have to lighten the load but that's okay. I always expected that. It's a great little trial.